Joining us now from the Meridian Centre, Kay Meilleur. Kay, obviously some cancellations. Can you take us through the upcoming, I guess, the schedule? What's canceled, what's not canceled? Maybe what ticket holders are expected to do up to this point?
Yeah, sure. Well, as you can imagine, our industry has pretty much been decimated by COVID-19, and we are certainly in the exact same boat. I think we started with the cancellation of Gloria's Sons initially, and rather a postponement of Gloria's Sons. And I think that's what most promoters are trying to do. They're actually trying to postpone the events rather than cancel them, because postponing them means that ticket holders still get to hang on to their ticket and they're valid for the rebook date. Some events, Crystal was canceled simply because it's a massive show, and to try and reschedule and rebook that for them has been really daunting. So that show has been canceled. Obviously, the end of the Ice Dog season was canceled as well. We pretty much canceled everything in March. And for the most part, April is getting reworked as well. So we're doing our best. We're working with Ticketmaster. People have been great. They've been really understanding. They want to know what's happening with their ticket money. The great thing is it's safe. Anybody who's purchased a ticket, it's completely safe. If that event is postponed, Ticketmaster will hold those tickets for you, and those tickets will be valid the next time you come or whenever that show is rebooked. We are still looking at rebooking a lot of shows. So, we probably have some more postponements coming up, but they just haven't happened yet, simply because we are trying to put so many different shows into so many different dates. We're trying to work around the Ice Dogs dates. It's 50 balls in the air right now, and we're trying to make sure that it all works and we cohesively get together and figure this out for our fans.
The River Lions are in their planning stages for their upcoming season as well. Where are they going to be able to practice even? I mean, getting a team together is not a possibility at this point.
Yeah, it's tricky for sure. Our building is definitely closed, so there is no one coming in the building, and it's but anywhere. So they're dealing with the exact same thing everyone else is dealing with, and unfortunately, things look like they're just going to keep getting postponed until we get a handle on this virus.
Has a decision been made about Jan Arden's show in May yet?
We're in talks with her on potentially looking at another date. Nothing formalized. Again, it's a bit of a holding pattern, trying to figure out what to do. But it looks like for the most part, May is probably going to all be postponed. One of our events in May is Hats and Horses. It's the first Saturday in May. It's based on the Kentucky Derby. So obviously we did whatever the Derby did. So the Derby canceled or postponed that date, and it's now in September. It's the first Saturday in September. So, that's kind of, in that case, we had to go with what the big guys were doing. And Jan, we're working with her team as well to try and reschedule many of her shows. So we're kind of in the same boat. The ones that are a bit further away, Bachman and Cummings, those seem to be safe for now. And of course, we've also got Roger Hodgson's Supertramp. So those ones seem to be safe. So we're holding on tight to those.
They seem to be safe right now, but nobody really knows.
Nobody really knows.
There are some challenges with an artist, such as Jan Arden or Gloria's Sons, who, the show at the Meridian Centre is one show on a lengthy tour. So yes. They're not just looking at rebooking Meridian Centre, they're looking at rebooking 15, 20, maybe 30 shows. How do you, as someone who's handling the bookings here in St. Catharines, deal with the fact that there might be a show in Ottawa or Oshawa or Kitchener or Winnipeg? Are you communicating with those other venues as well?
So that's Jeff, our GM, who essentially deals with that. And really, he doesn't deal with the other venues. It is the show, Jan Arden's show, that deals with all of the other venues. So what we do is we send them all of our avails, all the dates that are available, like we would any other time, and then we try and fit them into the slots. So they'll sort of pick the days that work best. Often it's a shuffle trying to figure out the timing, the dates. So this is really no different other than everybody's canceling and postponing at the same time. So that's certainly what's making it tricky. Fortunately for us, we were in a really solid situation with a lot of sold out shows. So obviously artists don't want to give that up, and they know that the fans are here and they want to perform to them. So we're in a great situation there. But yeah, it's really just a juggling act right now and trying to fit everybody in. And so many of the other buildings also have OHL teams, so we're all kind of in the same boat. And we're looking where the having the chips fall where they may, but it is tricky. It's definitely tricky. It's phone calls every day trying to figure out what that looks like at the end of the day. But I think the good thing is there's a lot of positivity about people wanting to still come. People are emailing, people are asking. We have a night for Neil, the Neil Peart event. People want to know all about it. Is it getting postponed? People are still buying tickets to that event. So people are really looking forward to the other side of COVID-19, getting out of it and looking at the positive end, because I think that's really all we have right now is a little bit of hope. And, live entertainment isn't going away. We'll make sure that we're doing our due diligence and keeping buildings sanitized and making sure that everything is our guests feel safe. But it's a whole new world. It's tricky, and we're trying to navigate it. And we're working with the city, and we're working with ASM Global on what that all looks like at the end of the day. And really, we want to do what we do. We want to put fans in the building, and we want to make sure that we put on great shows.
Thank you for your time today, Kay, and good luck with all the work that you have in front of you for rescheduling.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
From the Meridian Centre, that's Kay Meilleur. We'll be back with more on the COVID-19 Niagara update in just a moment.